What's up, everybody? It's the Digital World Podcast. We can see here Hurricane Ian in Florida completely destroying everything in sight. They'll have a pretty difficult time with replacing all that. It's not easy, folks. When your home, your vehicles, everything is damaged if you didn't get out. It's not easy. And so our prayers are with those people who are going through this. They will make a comeback, but unfortunate scenes. Here's actually okay. So recently, the Bank of England decided they're gonna reverse course and start QE again, and their QE will be quote unquote temporary purchases of long dated UK government bonds from the 28th, starting today, until the 14th of October. And it says the Bank of England says market repricing has become more significant on recent days. Bank will carry out temporary purchases of longer dated UK government bonds to restore orderly market conditions. Folks, watch Gregory Mannarino. He gives you great updates on what's happening in the debt market. In the debt market, everything's a derivative from the debt market. So that's where we need to be paying attention. So pay attention, folks. And the reason that happened was because of this. Here's this tweet, jaw-dropping quotes on just how close we came to catastrophe today. Senior banker describing the leveraged unwind and gilts as coming close to triggering a Lehman moment. Asset manager accusing the Bank of England of ignoring calls to intervene sooner. Here it says, I know you can't see it all, but it says the process had put pension funds at risk of insolvency because the mass sell-offs pushed down further the price of gilts held by funds as assets, requiring them to stump up even more cash. At some point this morning, I was worried this was the beginning of the end, said a senior London-based banker, adding that at one point on Wednesday morning, there were no buyers of long-dated UK gilts. He said it wasn't quite a Lehman moment, but it got very close. It appears that some players in the market ran out of collateral and dumped gilts. $55 billion in global LDI business. We were more conservatively positioned and we had enough collateral to meet all of our margin calls. But a senior executive at a large asset manager said they contacted the Bank of England on Tuesday, warning that it needed to intervene in the market, otherwise it will seize up. But the bank failed to act until Wednesday. Folks, I mean, if this isn't a wake-up call, I don't know what is. We're getting dangerously close. Like, this is a time, it is high time, and you have to start paying attention to the events surrounding you and what's happening. It's you can't you can't have your head in the sand. You have to be awake to what's happening. Here, Santiago Capital, which they came up with the dollar milkshake theory, says this: that ECB, European Central Bank, is doing QE and raising rates at the same time. Bank of Japan doing yield curve control. Bank of England doing yield curve control. Bank of China will follow when real estate blows up. SEK has prettiest people on planet, so they will always be able to get a day. And the SNB keeps printing francs and buying dollars. Still think it's impossible? Not quite. It's gonna happen. And if the dollar reaches 150, I mean, you're talking about sovereign defaults. And if you watch The Uneducated Economist, he talks about sovereign defaults taking place. It's happening. It's happening. And you got to be prepared for what's coming. Okay, so I showed you this. Last thing here. Yellen said we haven't seen liquidity problems develop in markets. And we see the Treasury Market Volatility Index. It's pretty high. Okay, and this is what happened during March of 2020. So things are getting spicy, and we need to make sure we prepare day by day. And this quote to end it here says, "I contend that for a nation to try to tax itself into prosperity is like a man standing in a bucket and trying to lift himself up by the handle." So folks, thank you for watching. Like and subscribe to the channel. Share this video. Share the information with people, because we need to awaken people of what's coming. All right. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.